Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Front Mission First. Off screen, I went ahead and did a few arena matches, made a little money, gained a little experience. Oh, you didn't really miss anything. So, I think we've exhausted what there is to do here for now. Let's go to the military ward. Let's go. There's a cool looking fighter. Does that kind of look like an F-22? But this takes place in what, the year 2080 something, so it's probably not meant to literally be any modern fighter jet. Ryuji, our buddy from the opening mission where our girlfriend got killed. Alright, we're getting a new teammate, Natalie Blakewood, who's going to be our EXO, Executive Officer. And there's apparently other crows who we have yet to meet. I have a very happy cat who's trying to weasel her way into my vest. It's kind of chilly, so hence I'm wearing a vest. My cat's very happy about this. Cats are ridiculous. It's not a cave, girl. Jeez. Oh man, new faces coming fast and furious. Here's Keith. What a hairdo. And yet another one, JJ. We've got a cool looking jungle environment here. 50% of 0 is 0. You're correct. Your math skills are incredible, Keith. Wow, that's some parachutes that can slow the descent of wanzers. Oh, by the way, I looked it up, and I was kind of correct that wanzer is walking panzer, but it's actually like wander something panzer. In other words, the German word for walking. So technically it should probably be pronounced wanzer with a V, but I probably won't be consistent about that at all. More importantly than the pronunciation and origin of wanzer, we have to support our buddies. What a lively squad we have. Colorful bunch of rapscallions they are. Alright, and there's our very villainous looking UCS opponent. So, we've got one foe here. They really are indeed surrounded, although least from this direction. Now I think what I want to do is try to get my characters close to each other so that we can attack enemies in a group and bring them down fast. Spreading out is probably a bad idea, even though it would help us get the mission done faster. So I'm going to try to congregate everybody here in the middle. And apparently they are not in range of any of my weapons. Alright, follow me, Ryuji. We have a very cool, very bright looking jungle kind of environment. So what weapons are you armed with, Natalie? Just a machine gun and a Zora punch. I probably should have checked that for Ryuji as well. Well, anyway, it doesn't look like she has anything long range, so go ahead and let him have it with the siege. And what about you, Keith, in the jerry can? Okay, he has a missile. If he goes here, can he hit anything with it? That would be a no. In which case, go ahead and congregate in the middle with the rest of us. And JJ is a Zeger and a punch. No missile weapon. You two will join us in the center. Okay, a lot of them are just standing around. They're going to gang up on Natalie. Whose mech is very pink. My cat's just having gyrations. She's just flopping around on my lap, purring up a storm. Oh, we have an enemy missileer. Okay, he missed. Good. Oh, are you calming down a bit, girl? Yep, keep on counterattacking him. Legs are hurting a bit, but otherwise she's in decent shape. Taking the brunt of the enemy's initial assault for us. Can you hit anything from here, Royd? No. He does have a missile weapon. Oh, it's 3 to 4. Still, 1, 2... Why can't you use it? On this guy. What is the problem here? Has ammo, so I am confused. Well, what if you go here? Can you shoot the guy? No. What is... I am confused as to your difficulty using your missile weapon. Huh. Alright, well let him have it. At least you can use it from there. And completely whiff. Well done, Royd. Let's let that guy chase us down a little bit more. And what does Ryuji have? He's also just a machine gun and a punch user. Punch user is a very odd turn of phrase, isn't it? Anybody who has arms and fist-like appendages can punch. But I'm going to stick with it anyway. Okay, there we go. Bumper changes targets. Finish this guy if you can. She failed. Now Keith has a missile. I would like to believe he could use the missile on somebody from here. I believe wrongly. How about here? I don't know why something with a supposed range of 3 to 4 is struggling so much to hit things that are 3 to 4 spaces away. I'm gonna have to try to look up that mechanic and see how it works. Also, we can't hit anything with our missiles, apparently. Alright, JJ, we'll blast this guy in the face with your machine gun. That at least seems to work. Okay, never mind. It's not a machine gun, it's a rifle. Either way, you did shoot him in the face, so good job. Well, at least they can't hit anything with their missiles either. Nice job, JJ. Was that the first kill? First kill goes to JJ. Natalie is just plinking this guy to death. Just chip damage. Huh, okay. Royd, try to hit something with your missile. This has been very sad. Finally. That was really unimpressive. Oh, but he gained a level. It's all that time in the arena. Okay. Ryuji can't really get at anything. Well, Ryuji's our buddy. He's gonna support me. Natalie will try to finish this guy. I wonder if I should send support over JJ's way. For now, you can go ahead and shoot this guy with your missile. Alright, well that's an arm down at least. Alright, hang on. Didn't I succeed in bringing up the movement range on one of these guys? Yeah, without having to go to the tactical map. That's really useful. Okay, that'll be handy, knowing we can do that. So if I move JJ to here, he's gonna get attacked by both of them. Which is probably okay. Natalie seems to handle getting attacked by two guys just fine. Even so, I feel like I want to lure them back into range of more of the team. So go ahead and bring them closer, JJ. Our enemies are pretty understated. This is only mission 2. So, I mean, we could lose if they get some lucky hits in on Royd's body, but otherwise I think we're unlikely to lose this fight. That guy's disabled. I don't think he can hurt us anymore. I'd almost forgotten about you. Oh, did you see that colorful bird flying overhead? That was a nice detail. Okay. Royd, you're gonna back off a little bit. Is that really the only guy you could attack? I do not understand these missiles. Ah, oh, don't survive with 1 hit point. Don't do that. It's so annoying. Alright. That did go great for Ryuji. Let's see. Alright, fine, go ahead and take the kill, Natalie. Keith better go help JJ, I think. Okay, he can't use his missile from there. What if I put him here? Could he use it? Yes. It seems so underwhelming, but I seem to remember from my Front Mission 3 experience way back in the day that missiles can be good. So let's not let this unimpressive performance turn us off to them altogether. Ryuji's fighting the enemy commander, that's why he's struggling a bit. That's probably the only guy on the map with some stats. I should be using the punch with some of these characters probably, but I don't know off the top of my head who the melee specialists are. So we'll figure that out once we're out of a fight, and then we'll try to remember it and have our people who are best at melee use punches more. Okay. Can't hit anything from there. Oh, his missile may be out of ammunition, his missile launcher. So I think Royd might not be able to contribute to anything from there. Huh, that's a problem. I guess he should probably help kill the commander. Oof. Alright, Natalie, you should help with this too. Cannot hit him at all from there, so... Must be a height difference problem. Maybe that's why I can't fire the missiles at some enemies too. I guess that would make some sense. By the way, right now I'm leaving the animations on and at normal speed. But if things get really slow, we can make the animations fast, and there's also the option to turn them off altogether. Let me go ahead and demonstrate. For now, I'll turn the battle speed to fast. Just so we can see what that looks like. So it goes quicker. Alright, that enemy's disabled now. Just a moment, I'm gonna mute for a second to blow my nose. I'm kind of stuffy. I had a cold and I think I have some allergies too. Okay, sorry about that. Well, there goes another pretty tropical bird. They may be pretty, but I bet they're vicious little brutes with really obnoxious shrieking calls. I have experience with this, unfortunately. Okay, Ryuji's down an arm, but it's not his gun-using arm, so that's okay. Natalie can now get into position to attack this guy. There. Giving Ryuji some badly needed support. That guy's nearly completely disabled. And that's another one down. And we got a Raptor machine gun, which shoots 4 times for 3 damage. That is an improvement over some of our weapons. Well, nice. Nice job, Ryuji, getting the commander. Commander cannot believe it. And we got a Zora arm. Natalie's nearly killed that guy. Oh, what the heck? Was that a flashbang? That was crazy. Another fully disabled enemy now. Poor Royd still can't get in at the action. He's contributed almost nothing to this fight. Good thing I had him fighting in the arena for a while. Alright, well we can completely surround this guy. Well, not completely. We can surround him on 3 sides. Well, it doesn't matter because he's dead. Alright, go ahead and finish this guy, Keith. In the jerry can. We have one opponent still at full strength, I see. Well, Royd, go ahead and ineffectually stumble around the battlefield some more. Like a true leader. Yeah, get to here, I guess. I mean, I don't know that it really matters. Can you shoot anything from there? No. Even though you're the one with the missile. I really don't understand. Oh, is he actually too close? Because he's 2 spaces away. Can you shoot him from here, then? No. Oh, I guess he's 2 spaces away from there as well. How about here? No. Okay. I almost thought that I understood what was going on, but I guess I don't. Alright, well you get to just sit there and watch JJ fight it out, I guess. Jeez, maybe I should pull JJ back. He's struggling a bit. Just because he's taken a lot of damage from his previous battles. I can change the order people move in. This is very important information. I didn't even realize that. Okay, our guys can go in any order we want. That's super helpful. That is super helpful. Glad we figured that out in an early easy mission. Instead of going half the game without realizing that. Because I have had playthroughs where I went half the game before realizing how a really important game mechanic works. Thinking of Armored Core 5 right now. Taking half the game to figure out how the glide boost worked. Maybe I should pull back to where this guy will follow and I can attack him with like 3 guys at once. Well, seems like it's not going to matter. Keith is about to get the kill, I think. Okay, never mind. We already have weapons to shoot 4 times 3. So I guess what we got isn't really that much of an improvement. Alright, mission 2 complete. Keith Carabel and Joinus Jerrieska. Fancy names. What kind of tough guy thing is that to say, Keith? You frontin'? JJ, very taciturn. New Milgid. Okay, so here we actually have kind of a world map. We started in Barrendon. I don't think there's any reason to go back there for now. But we could. But we won't right now. I am pretty sure, in fact I know because the tip just popped up and told us that there are people who are recruitable characters who will even give you subquests. And I am a little nervous about missing something optional by not obsessively talking to NPCs enough, but... Alright. Well, it was only mission 2, so you'd expect it to be really easy, but still. A solid victory for us, so we'll definitely save that. Let's hit the bar. Why is that something to laugh about? You seem a little sus. Mm-hmm. What? This seems very questionable. Speaking of which, though, let's try to discern what everybody's good at and what we should specialize them in. Seems... Why is everybody just 9999 across the board? I thought people had different stats and specialties. What is this nonsense? I'm suddenly very confused. Paw. Gosh dang it. I think that I had a page that told me what people's specialties were. I thought that they would have stats that made it pretty obvious. Okay, so... Royd is good as short. And melee. And long. Okay, he's an all-rounder, really. As you might expect of a main character, but he doesn't excel at anything. Ryuji is a short-range specialist. He's very good at that. He sucks at everything else. Natalie is a short-range specialist and is okay at long. Keith isn't amazing at anything. He seems to have the best short rating. Or his best rating seems to be short. It's A, I guess. And JJ has an A+ at short. These just seem like a whole bunch of short range type characters. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well anyway. I guess let's head to the shop. And I think I want to replace those single-shot rifle types with machine guns. Oh, this may not be the place to do that. This is for buying stuff. Do you have anything to say, machine shop guy? Okay. Don't take it over 100. Got it. Here we go, setup. Okay. So our Shrike currently has a Raptor, which is the 4x3. And Ryuji, however, is using a Zeger, which apparently I was not able to equip for the Shrike. It wasn't even an option. Very interesting. Ryo. Does that mean like Lightning King? Pretty sure that's one possible thing it can mean. But I guess we'd have to see the kanji to know for sure. But anyway. Yeah, I'm tempted to swap out that Zeger for a Raptor. I feel like the Spray and Pray is better. Unless the damage differential is really huge. I could have him dual wield. Which is maybe not a terrible idea. Although I could have Roy to dual wield too. But then you can't punch. So there's that. Alright, Primrose is using a Siege, which is 5x2, which I think I prefer. Alright, well, let's go to the shop. Now, in future videos, I might or might not do this logistics stuff off screen, shopping for new parts and equipping them, and then maybe just summarize anything really interesting. I suspect that that would probably be a more interesting viewing experience for the most part if I skip a lot of the logistics. So I'll probably do that. But I think for this video, at least, I'm going to go ahead and leave it in. You can get a little bit more of a taste of it now that we have a big team, rather than just one person. Alright, let's take a look at what we can buy here. Weapons are always the most exciting thing. We have a lot of choices here. A grenade launcher, which is pretty interesting. It is I don't know what those icons mean. Does that mean it counts as both short and long at the same time? It kind of suggests that's the case. But I don't know if short or long range would factor into it then. So that's odd. Oh, we can get a Winnie, which is categorically better than a Zeger. And the Grave is categorically better than the Raptor, simply because it's more accurate, and that's actually kind of a big deal. It costs 190, and we have over 5,000, so we're pretty loaded. Now, let's go ahead and equip that. And right now, our bone. Actually, what do we have? Was it actually firing twice even? Hang on, let's take a look. Just so I can see what it already has without accidentally buying anything. Right shoulder. Oops. It has a Piz, right? Yeah, it has a Piz 3. Which only fires once, does 10 damage. Oh, it's not even range 3 to 4. It's range 4 only. That's odd. What's that icon in the lower right then that says 3 to 4? I thought that was the range. I feel like I'm being given contradictory information, but that might explain things if its range is exclusively 4. Anyway, it clearly sucks, and we need to replace it. We can hardly ever use it, and it's inaccurate, and it doesn't do much damage. No redeeming qualities at all, really. So the bone is way better. It weighs more, but otherwise it's a big improvement. Pretty much just straight up better than the MGR IB or 1B, except that it weighs more. The heck is a WS2? It's a shield. I don't know that I care about having that. I mean, that probably makes guarding better, if I were to guess, but I think I would prefer to have a better missile launcher. So there we go. We equipped the bone. I believe that was the missile launcher we had in the first mission. Okay. And I think it was Keith with the jerry can who had a missile. Probably the same crappy Piz 3, I believe it was. So we'll replace that. Excellent. Alright, and he has a... where can I compare to what it currently has equipped? Oh, it says on the right that he has a Raptor, but is it showing the stats there? The main thing that I feel like I'm missing as information is the number of hits. Because that shows that the attack power is 10 higher. That becomes less impressive when you realize it only attacks once versus, like, 4 times. But let's just replace it with the Grave, which is more accurate. There we go. That'll do for now. Primrose. But I really want to double down on these Graves. I kind of feel like the answer is yes. It seems like the best all-around basic gun. Despite the fact that the Rim 3 costs so much more. Sure, it hits hard, but the hit rate is not good. And it only hits once. It is long range, though, is the thing. But still, Grave it shall be. And I already bought one for Ryuji, I think. No, I didn't. Surprisingly enough. Okay. I should probably actually think about their vehicle parts. Even though that's a lot less exciting than weapons. First priority is seeing if we can get a more powerful body for Royd here. So that looks a lot better. That is better still because of all the hit points. Although, this is a bigger defense upgrade. So that's interesting. Like I said, in future videos I'll probably do this off screen. Because I imagine it's probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but at least doing it once on screen seems fine. I'm just kind of weighing the differences between all these. The Tempest may be the best overall. I like how it has that big power increase. Really gives us a good weight to power ratio. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with the Tempest. Excellent. How about our legs? I pretty much always want better movement, I think. So I could get the Vapor. It's not a huge improvement, though. I might want to save my money if it's not a really big improvement. How about CPU? That's a bit better. But again, not a huge improvement. Still, it's only 180. We'll get it. And then there's... Okay, we have no backpacks available. How about arms? Hit rate is what I care about the most. Oh, these have built-in... This has a built-in machine gun, so I don't know that I like that. Even though the stats are pretty good. I don't know, I do kind of like that, though, is the thing. That's a pretty good machine gun part. But I spent the money already upgrading it with the Grave. And it looks silly. Husky Mark III is strictly better. But not by a huge amount. Okay, yeah, if we go with the Vapor, we can't equip a shoulder thing at all. Maybe I won't bother with the arms right now. I think it's a good idea if the upgrade isn't huge to save your money, so you can afford really good things down the road. And upgrade the most important stuff. I'll probably give everybody a Tempest body. That just seems way better. Of course, it's also very expensive. That's a pretty good movement upgrade. We'll get that too. That'll probably be it for Ryuji. It actually has fewer hit points. Big defense boost, though, which I think more than compensates. I assume that's what DF is defense. Yeah, I think we'll get it. Boy, we're really blowing through our money with these new body parts. But it should be worth it. I think it'll really increase the durability of the team. Not to mention the weight power ratios. There we go. Looks kind of silly on some of our characters. How about Any big movement improvements? Vapor kind of is. Alright, fine. And let's check for the others too. Yeah, ditto. I think we already improved the Ryo. Yeah, we already got the Vapor legs for it. Okay, we blew all of our money. Let's hope it was worth it. We can obviously sell a lot of this stuff. Oof. Is there like a sell all button? I don't know that there is. Excuse me. Okay, we recouped some of our money. What did you have to say again? Okay, yeah, he told us about the weight to power ratio and to keep it under 100. Alright, just in case those were terrible decisions, let's go ahead and save that in this slot. And spend a little time in the arena. Okay. So we'll just do a couple fights on screen, and then I might do some more arena-ing off screen. Get everybody a little experience and get some money. Okay, you can only pick one at a time. They have to be 1v1s. So it seems. We have more enemies we can fight here, as well as some of the ones from before. Okay, Ryuji, go ahead and fight Rudensky. Ah, we can bet more. Let's go big. As big as it'll let us, 500. Alright, let's use that grave. Excellent. Oh, we got this in the bag. Nice job, Ryuji. Wonder if he can handle Jorg. Let's try. Oh, that looks bad. I think he cannot handle Jorg. Okay, we have failed. I guess I'll be reloading that. Alright, I'll do some more arena matches off screen. In the future, I'll probably do all of the wanzers setup off screen too. Just kind of summarize the important points in between episodes. But we completed Mission 2, got a whole lot of new teammates. And then spent a whole lot of time on wanzer upgrades. So next time, after I've off-screened some arena fighting, I'll go to the military ward and see what's going on next. I'll see you then.